I would like to give floor to Sardar Shaukat Ali Kashmiri Sahib. He is the chairman of United Kashmir People's National Party. Sir, you have the floor. Yeah. Okay.
I thank you, Mr. Chair, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would like to thank you, all of you, for your support and human rights defenders who always raised their voice in favor of the civil society spaces and stood against the suppression operations and the government's might. In 1947, actually, two states were created by Britain, that's called India and Pakistan. The state of Jammu Kashmir was before as an one political entity, and our civil and political rights were somehow protected. But after that, Pakistan invaded the state of Jammu Kashmir and we were forcibly divided. Now we are divided, forcibly divided. And there are hundred people who are forced to live in exile. And civil society voices have no any space to raise their human rights. Last 2 years, the people who were since many years suppressed by the Pakistani regime's policies, and the indigenous peoples have no any say in the constitutional forms, because the hand, Pakistan says this is the disputed territory. And according to the Pakistani Constitution, Section 257, that this area is not part and parcel of the state of Jammu Kashmir, but it is illegally ruled by Pakistan. And 4 powerful left officers who came from Pakistan, installed by the government of Pakistan, they are the real ruler of this land, which is known as Pakistan occupied Kashmir or Azad Kashmir. And the people of Pakistan, which was historically part and parcel of the state of Jammu Kashmir, it was separated in 1949, and now it is under direct rule of Pakistan. Both the areas in Gilgit-Baltistan and the Pakistani occupied Kashmir, the political parties, the civil society representatives formed a joint Awami Action Committee, which is the protection and the rehabilitations of the people's rights. In the last 2 years, both areas, the people are on the road protesting and asking the government of Pakistan to restore our basic rights. Due to the subjugations, all the tourist resorts were occupied by the military, and our forest lands is allocated to the military. It's not a secret, but it's open in press and everywhere. So the Pakistan is not ready to listen the voices of its own administrative areas, whereas the Kashmir issue is not a bilateral issue. And United Nations Security Council passed a resolution, and that resolution referred on 13th of August 1948. At that time, it was the Security Council who asked Pakistan to withdraw its all troops, and those people who enter in Kashmir for the purpose of fighting should be withdrawn. And at that time, Pakistan agreed. And the other hand, this resolutions and truce agreement asked India to reduce its forces and give the right to the people. But unfortunately, Pakistan still not comply to the UN resolutions, and we are living under occupation, we are living under suppression, and overall the basic rights is compromised, and all our natural resources is occupied by the Pakistan. So that's why last 2 days, hundreds and thousands of people are on the road, and whole roads are locked down. Pakistan shut down the internet and all those facilities which were related to the social media is now locked down, and there is no news come out. And our relatives and our families are there. We heard that at least 100 people are injured due to the police firings, and 4 people were killed. They are all actually asking not for the independence, but they are asking for employment. They were asking to reduce the inflations. They are asking for the empowerment of the people, and now they are receiving the gun and bullets from the government. So I think it is a very alarming situation. Pakistan always try to apply the religious sentiment, but today people actually aware of that. These are the tactics of the ruling class, and the military is actually the real ruler of Pakistan and its occupied areas. And now the people is facing worst kind of a persecution. Not only one political party or the other political party, its whole society is in a very alarming situations, because hundreds and thousands of people are arrested, and still whole natural ways and communication is blocked. So I think this is the right time to intervene. United Nations should send a powerful delegations and ask Pakistan to recognize these areas people's genuine grievances and address those. The charter is actually a handover to the Pakistan, but Pakistan is just exploiting, propagating, and one hand they are propagating that, oh, it is the West who actually funding these people, and that's why the people revolted against Pakistan. But it is not the West. It is the people who actually facing worst kind of persecution and slavery. So an NGO at this moment, the government of Pakistan is not allowed any international media people or any human rights defender to enter that area until and unless she or he will not get permission from the Interior Ministry, and Interior Ministry will only give them to enter in that area who are the proxies of the Pakistan. So the state of Jammu Kashmir people is facing proxy politics, facing proxy wars, and since 1977, our whole state is in a very miserable condition, and our people needs your attentions. And at this moment, this flow, I appeal to the human rights defenders, United Nations, and all those governments who actually believe in human rights. They should intervene and put pressure on Pakistan to change its mind and recognizes the basic issues, basic problems, and give people little bit space so that they can take breaks. And all detainees should be released, and those who were killed by the security forces, their families should be accommodated, and the culprit should brought to the justice, because this is not a way to suppress the voices of the people. It is Pakistan's long history, whether it's Baloch case or Sindhi case or Kashmir case or democratic forces. In Pakistan, the elected prime minister is facing, he is in jail, Imran Khan. Before, he was prime minister of Pakistan, but now he is facing persecutions. 100 his political colleagues is facing persecutions. So this is the Pakistan, and Pakistan is signatory of all the covenants, but unfortunately in practice, she is denied all human rights charters aims and objective. So it's a gross human rights violations, and that human rights violation is not ignorable. World community, and especially the Human Rights Council, should take note and ask Pakistan to repeal all those draconian laws, which is actually curtail the civil society spaces. And I would like to draw your attention in Ladakh, a very renowned human rights activist, environmentalist, Mr. Sonam Wangchuk. He is arrested, so and he is facing also in Indian jail custody anti-state laws. Although his credential is very much established, everybody, international community knew that he was working for the environment. He is just asking that government of India should fulfill those promises which she committed with the people of Kyrgyzstan, people of Ladakh in 5th August 2019. But now also 4 people were killed during this protest, and many were arrested. It is at least India should accept their right, and Wanchu should be, Sonam Wanchu should be released. I thank you very much.
Thank you, Sardar Shaukat Ali Kashmiri Sahib.
Thank you again. Actually, we are not against any country, any nation state, but we are asking nation state to behave like a nation state, not theocratic state, not suppression. And we are against slavery. We are against those who plunder our resources. So United Nations should intervene anywhere there is gross human rights violations. In Bangladesh, yes, we endorse that it was a coup against a democratic elected government. And now the current regime is not ready to hold the elections. And in the union, in everywhere, the Bangladeshi people are facing. We are not subscribing any politics which actually harm the people's rights. And in our areas, witness to many of the human rights defenders, I was always here explaining that Pakistan, in our areas, Pakistan used our territory as a launching pad for the proxy war, and that terrorist infrastructure is still intact, and all the terrorists who use religion as weapon are roaming around and harassing our people, our media, our people, human rights defenders are facing worst kind of a persecution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Mr. Dr. Joseph, you have 30 seconds, please.
30 seconds. I want
Yes.
to say that when